This is the highest upside, maybe this is higher upside. It's good with Mothership if you can pull that off, but it's so hard. 9 mana combo, or getting a Mecha Shark to stick. Two things that seem pretty irrelevant. Or difficult. Yeah, if you actually get like Mech 1 drops or something, that's how you would do it. I don't know. We can try to force mechs yet again. We're not forcing much there is the big thing. Grab one of these. This is looking like a nerfed class suddenly.
Water!
Mecha Shark is a beast. So we just need a 2 anyway. Do you want to see a Mecha Shark moment? It's just, how do you give it poison now? The thing is that we were a hunter to do that. It's so much easier as hunter. It's still probably possible to give it poison as a mage, but it would be very unlikely. You usually just don't have undeads. We'll grab an arcane worm. Oh. Because that involved us somehow generating it as a hunter, and I think also that was a wild meta where there were like ways to give it poison that don't exist anymore. You do have actually, wow, what's funny is that Hunter has the spell to give a beast poison now. And this is a beast. So yeah, if you somehow generate this as a hunter, you can still do it pretty easily. But you have to generate this, which is really hard. You can generate off of a mothership, right? That would be the most straightforward way. Is you mothership, you get a Mecha Shark, you have the poison spell in hand, and then you just play more mechs, and then you kill everything. That would be how you would do it. So it's very possible. But that involves you drafting that poison spell and also drafting a mothership and then also hitting this off of it, which is pretty unlikely. But could happen. Let's grab a diver. Holy diver. Time to get DMCA'd. Ripwad. Had a good run. We don't have frost spells right now. We'll probably get forced. Yeah, Dio's coming up for a lawsuit. The thing is that, you know, those lawsuits are never done by the actual artist, right? And there are people that are still in charge of his stuff that would totally DMCA you. Because of course there are. Dio would probably be rolling in his grave about it, literally, but doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we'll believe in this. Believe in the Iceblood Tower. Max. I think we'll grab this over Shooting Star. Shooting Star is like, I mean, it's still fine, but it's just not as what it used to be. And we gotta grab Night Captain, right? I think Snowflare is really good. Sentinel, I think, is just better though. I think it's just a little bit better. Mothership. I need a frost spell at some point still. Grab a painting. Grab. Oh, the chat's off? Let me, surely this will fix it. There it goes, yeah. I have to turn on here too. It's because whenever I go to YouTube, I turn that off. I should probably I mean, I should probably turn off the YouTube alerts, but whatever, who cares? I think I might just take a Fireball over this. Like, they're close enough, right? I can't always take the neutral over the class card. I mean, I can, but... That was Sin Runner. At some point we'll get a draftable Frost spell, surely. We are getting pretty good cards. Probably Bunker over Lion's card. I need a Frost spell even more now. I probably take the Scout here. Losing faith. Okay, so the one... It's probably just Lady Najjar no matter what. Yeah, I think it's Lady no matter what. We're almost always going to have Arcane, and Arcane is kind of pointless. It just discounts your hand, your spells in your hand, which is... I mean, we have a handful of spells, like, it's actually not useless. Rivendare. I don't think I'm feeling Rivendare. If you thought Lady Najjar was totally useless, you would probably take Rivendare here, but I don't think it's completely useless. Because there's also the chance you go fire. What you want is to go fire, and then this casts a explosive shot and it's OP. Just not super likely right now. Probably just grab a 1 here, right? Because Boomflinger is almost never going to go off. We could take Shellfish and just be okay, like hyper aggro or super aggro, but don't feel like that. So the way this works is it starts out as a 5-mana 5/5. If you play a spell with one of those spell tribes in your hand, it transforms into a different form that casts an extra ability. Frost just gives you 8 armor. It's basically an ice barrier. Arcane discounts your spells by 1, which is basically like, I don't know, it's like the add-on effect of a Siphon mana. So those are both kind of useless. The only good one is the fire one because it casts an explosive shot. So you really want that card when you have fire spells. We have the 1 fireball to do it, so... There is a real world where it's Hot Streak just for Lady. You could view it like this Hot Streak with that combo is it's basically a 0-mana 5/5, and the Lady Najjar is a explosive shot. It's like a real thing. I think we still take Bartender. We don't have... Man, we don't even have Discover, right? We have no Discover at all, so I can't even... That's a 4-mana 4/4. The thing is that we have a turn 4 that doesn't look very good right now. The only problem is that the 0-mana spell makes the Evoker so much worse too. So does the Shooting Star, but at least the Shooting Star is useful in theory. But yeah, actually, because we don't have any ways to generate spells. Can't generate secrets for this anyway. We probably just take this, just because it's the most useful card. Don't have any ways to generate spells, he said. Oh, rip Herald of Localar. Alright, 78 rated mage. It's pretty hard to draft like a terrible... We did actually have one terrible mage. But this is not a terrible mage, but it's like super mid, basically. You know, any other meta that's ever happened, you would look at this and be like, oh my god, right? But In this meta, this is very, very mid. Mid at best. Probably low mid. But it's not bad. We'll probably go like 4 wins before getting obliterated by just superior decks. Just like any other deck.
Let the games begin.
To be honest, what's going to happen though is you're going to go 1 win, and then face 2 vastly superior decks, and then you'll go 3 more wins, and then you'll get killed by a superior deck. That's more accurately what tends to happen. But, you know. Cards all seem good. We can be pretty picky in our mulligan because we have so many low curve cards, but also I doubt it gets better than this. Maybe I should have tossed the guard though, because I could coin the spell coiler maybe. Because I just realized I don't actually want to tempo this, but we'll figure out something. We'll start with this. I might coin this. Coin this into this into... It's kind of annoying. We still probably play our game. Yeah, okay. It's not like we were going to deny that forever. Saw me on YouTube yesterday? True. Oh wow, Death Knight's almost overtaking Shaman in Standard. I heard they figured out some build of Frost Death Knight that just beats everything. It's like aggro Frost, right? So they're actually almost beating Shaman. Good thing I denied that, I guess. Have I played any Priestess meta? I haven't. I've heard a lot of people say they think it's good, which a lot of people always do, but I think they have something to it. I think it actually is pretty good. I just haven't really had a pick that I've wanted to draft it in. You know, it's always been up against something better, but I think it probably is pretty good. I might burn an Arcane Bolt to ping this. Otherwise, like, well, it's like this is happening. And I could get the Discover if I wanted to. But I think we have like so much resources, right? We should just kill stuff, right? I don't know, we don't have the same excess of resource you would want to have as a mage though, that's the one thing. Well, he can't deny both of our 5 drops. Oh no, one of them. I would have liked him to have not hit that one, but that's fine. I would just do the other one. Alternatively play, you could go like Spell Coil or double Arcane Bolt, but I think I'm happy to just do this. Means we're taking 5, but seems fine. We picked over Warrior and DH twice. Yeah, I would also pick over Warrior and DH. I've heard some people have success with Warrior, but as well, but it feels to me like that's a little bit more meta dependent, or a little bit more draft dependent. Okay, I think I just Knight Captain now. It's a little expensive, but I'm gonna go ahead and kill that thing too. Just make sure he doesn't give it poison or something. Picked Demon Hunt to your first run of the meta. I apologize. Oh well, that's pain. Also probably a mistake. I mean, okay. Especially now that I have an extra one, I'll go ahead and use one. Wait, locations activate Baba Naga's battle cry? That's a bug. That's just a bug. They should not. 100% that should not be true. That's just incorrect. Locations are not spells. That should not do that. That is a bug. This is a problem. We just have to smork his ass. I'm pretty sure. He literally just kills everything. But like, there's nothing I can do. Like, there's like no point in playing anything more because everything dies. There's also the chance that this gives us damage as well. That's why we play that one. Oh my god, dude. Well, that is damage, actually. He took damage out of our deck, too. God, that was lethal. Siphon Mana is lethal here. I think I might use this to get more stats. Here. Because in theory, he has to, like, trade his whole board off. In theory. I should have played around Rogue Unleash spell. True. We might actually just win still, it's possible.
Smells like breakfast.
The courage of man shall not fail.
Oh, we're dead to his spell. Fuck me. Forgot about that. He has our Siphon Mana. I could have, like, I had to taunt, I guess. Yeah. What I had to do is taunt. Maybe we would have won if we just full cleared and played value though. It's just we were so dead on board. I should have tried to... I probably actually should have tried to win by value, though. I guess. I thought we just had a good chance to just kill him, but he had Unleash fell by weird chance, right? How am I supposed to play on my own?
Where you followed.
I could have killed enough tentacles that we probably still would have had board left over. I guess I threw that. The more I think about it, like, I should have just traded everything, right? I only had...
Interesting.
What am I doing here? Is it worth going max tempo here? I think so. Yeah, so wait, I could have killed off 3 tentacles. 2, 3, 4, because I could have arcane overflowed 1 too. Five, because I had arcane bolt. Oh yeah, dude, I should just traded everything. Oh yeah, that was a free win. Actually, I should have traded everything.
Here they come.
Oh well. Like the Ozamot wasn't even good. Actually, I just had to kill everything. I didn't realize that I could have just cleared off. I literally could have killed all but 1 tentacle. And then you just win. He was completely hopelessly dead. I did the only play that would lose. Naturally.
You got the wrong guy, pal.
That's incredible.
Is it worth fucking around with that? Because I could taunt it, but I feel like it's not worth it. Well, yeah, he had to have, like... how did he even generate an Unleash spell? Oh, it was Hazy Concoction. Yeah, it's like... That was the thing, is, I mean, I didn't think about it that hard because my play was like a 98% win. That's why I didn't think about it harder, but yeah. I guess we just take that. The thing is, though, is like I should have actually traded because there was a small chance of losing that way. What I didn't realize is I could have full traded and I would have still had like 15-20 damage on my board. That's what I didn't realize. Like, it would have killed almost nothing. That's why I should have traded, because it was actually the safe play in that case. That's useless. This is useless, but this is good. I think this is worth it. Elite, your comments are dumber than usual. Just commenting. Got the golden classic with a shaman deck though, nice.
Fishing is so relaxing.
I like the Bergeraib emote. You went 11-0 and then you lost 3 in a row? Yeah, that can happen. That's actually pretty unlikely to happen in this meta particularly though. But that's always... those are the pain ones. It's kind of funny because I was looking at our 12-0 we had, and it's actually pretty remarkable, like how... well, first of all, that duck almost lost its first 4 games. The thing is that in this meta, it's just like... any deck can pretty much get any result from 0 to 12. Like, there are some decks that are useless and are not going to go 12, obviously, but pretty much any deck that's in contention could just, you could just roll a die and you're gonna get like a better, you know, that'll give you just as accurate of a prediction as any intelligent person could make right now. You get stuck at 5 and 6. Yeah, I've had a lot of runs get stuck right around there too, because that's where a lot of the that's where you stop getting the easy games basically. Because I've had a lot of games get stuck right around like right around that range too. 9 is the other one. I've had like, what, out of like the 20 runs I've done, I think I've had like 6 of them go 9. Exactly 9, not 8, not 10. They've all gone 9. It's been kind of weird, actually. Last meta it was I would always go 6. Like 20% of my runs went 6. Now it's 9. There's always just some random number that just all my runs go. It's very weird. There must be something specifically. It's probably the fact that at 9, that's when you start getting queued into 11s or something, you know? That's probably when you start getting... there must be some, like, particular breakpoint there, as far as the matchmaker. I could actually freeze this if I really wanted to. Trade here. But I don't think it's that important. We do know that he's a Defias Blast Fisher gamer. Another one. Can he prevent lethal? I don't think so, right? Why would he bump that one first? He could have killed the 3-3. I mean, he's still dead, but it's just he could have taken an extra minion off board. Dude, that's rude. The Algo delivers the Battlemaster top deck. So nothing he did would have mattered anyway. Nice.
Medivh versus Tyrande.
Ooh, there's a thread from there's like this Chinese Hearthstone editor talking about all the China players on all the other leaderboards and stuff. There's a very long thread, I can't read it right now. I don't know if we want to play this on turn 2. So I think I'd rather just toss it and try to draw it later. Got killed by the new Horseman? Wow. We were actually offered that card. We picked Najjar over it though.
Tracking their movements.
We have like no card draw in this deck or anything, so there's like absolutely no chance in hell it would ever go off. Unless we literally got to fatigue. I did skip an Arcane Intellect. And this can give Arcane Intellect. Had more viewers on YouTube yesterday. Well, Twitch in general doesn't notify people very well, so when you just start it, so can do that. And also, that can change very rapidly when you get rated by the artist formerly known as the Man with the Red Beard. What is up, everyone?
Here they come.
Welcome. How did that last run go, Redbeard? Looks like he was going pretty well. He was on his way to a possible 12. I got to 10. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty good. Anything going, no matter what, like no matter how hard you think you high roll right now, like you're pretty happy to get a 10. So, that's pretty good. How far do I think this deck will go? This is probably going to go like 6, I would guess. That's kind of a high estimate too. It's going to go somewhere in the mid category. This deck is very mid. It's going to go mid. It's kind of nice actually, but I guess we get this guy on. Priest doesn't have potion. I mean, not that he could potion this anyway, but thank God Priest doesn't have Potion of Madness anymore. We should give a shout out to Redbeard if you don't know Redbeard. Check him out, he's a great Twitch channel. Usually streams at night, sometimes during the day though, and also has great YouTube as well. Serpent Wing. So do you ever just freeze this and smork his ass? I kind of want to. That's his coin play. I feel like what is he going to do about it? Our other plays just don't seem all that appealing. I mean, you can like play... I guess it's kind of good to just play Suspect and guard like the 1-2 or something. It kind of does the same thing. And that way you get to save these things, which are more valuable resources. So honestly, that might have been the play, but... Yeah. It's okay. Okay then. Two, three, Knight Captain. You could trade this, bolt it, and then just trust that you'll actually get a Knight Captain off. I mean, if you don't, then you still just play this other stuff. I feel like that might actually just be more efficient. Taunt and face. You could also just taunt and face, yeah. That'd be the other line. Maybe you just don't need to deal with this. It's kind of in line with what we've been doing, right? You know, that makes sense. I will never doubt a Smork line. It's just good to get Knight Captain down, but at the same time, like, because it's a suspect, it probably is a bait, honestly. It's probably just better to not do this. Holy crap. Stop getting wrecked. He's gonna just die to the arcane bolts though, so like as long as this keeps happening, we're fine. I think I'm actually gonna taunt this. So he has to kill it. Because if he didn't, if we didn't play that Bog Beast, honestly, he might have drowned to this, and then we'd actually have a problem. We got a lot of damage here. That doesn't heal him, thankfully. Oh. You guys remember when we thought we had a problem? I mean, I never thought we had a problem. I knew that we never had a problem. I don't know why anyone thought we were in any danger at any point. This is all totally fine, under control. Just look at this. Colossal loses the game. Literally garbage. Why is anyone complaining? Colossals are trash. It's a pretty good -1, right? There's my -1 button. It's a good thing we actually smorked him. Man, he had good answers too. That was insane, man. Maybe Priest is the answer, actually. We just, we scammed him. The Priest is actually the nuts. We can always siphon mana off of a totem. Keep this. We got some tempo. We got some value. Seems okay. He died at exactly 4:20 p.m. True. Okay, because of how this lines up, this seems particularly good right now. Guess we'll take really expensive value. There's a fairly good chance we get an Arcane Intellect out of this. Priest is really good if you get an above average deck. Yeah. I think that's the thing, is that... I just got fucked, didn't I? Oh. Good Priest decks are good, but not every Priest deck is good. Is the problem. I think Priest is the real, like... I don't know, I've heard some people say they've gone really well consistent with me with Priest, but also, I mean, it's very possible to have a good streak in this meta in general. I wouldn't be super convinced that it's consistent just because of that. Everyone's sleeping on Warrior. Warrior is definitely, like, playable for sure. I'm not sure, again, like, I'm not sure how consistent it is, though. They have some really good cards, but every class does. Because Priest, every time, ever since the Priest location was drafted, every Priest was pretty much, do you get the location or not? And if you don't, you're going to be really sad, and if you do, you're going to just crush people. Like, literally, since that card has been printed, that is Priest. I think we go for more tempo first, because we can't really play spells right now anyway. At some point, we're going to have to dump mana on a spell, but try to wait. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, with Warrior, like, I think Warrior's flexible right now. You can go tempo, you can try to smork people, but that could be hit or miss. You can go hardcore value too, because, you know, in that case, the hero power actually helps you, right? You can just try to not die. But nothing's going to be like 100% consistent there. Okay, on that totem buff, I kind of want to kill the totem, so I think I'll go ahead and cash this in now. And we can get this guy down. And kill that totem. Seems reasonable. Yeah, it's like, well, the thing is, yeah, Warrior does counter the Smork Hunters. The thing is, though, is that I think Warrior actually gets countered by combo hunters. So, because, you know, the hunter decks that are more built around actually just doing unfair things rather than just killing you, I think kind of eats hunters. It kind of eats warriors, but, you know. It seems pretty good. Am I gonna greed for this? I probably shouldn't, right? I can go for... Yeah, no, I just go for this.
No waves can sink this ship.
Pretty amazing. I could actually just kill this if I wanted to. But I think I want to... At some point I have this combo with this. Maybe I should have double Arcane Bolt. It's just we're not under that much pressure yet, right? We can hold them. Yeah, we'll just take that. That seems good enough. Holy crap. Am I going for that ping here? I could fireball that too. Maybe I just want to fireball that and keep all our flexible shit. Actually, I can do both. Pyromaniac, bolt this, ping that. Seems okay. You could also just ping the totem, but I mean, he might have more swarmers. It's actually a thing. seems okay. I'm a little bit lower on health than I would want to be, but Shaman doesn't have too much burst, I don't think, right now. Until they generate a random generation. Until they generate a random elemental known as Alakir, the Windlord, then you have an issue. But that would never happen, right? Now, does he ever trade off his totem so we can't ping it? Is the real question. I kind of had a feeling this was a game I shouldn't have said anything. My suspicions may have increased slightly. I shouldn't have said any words. Okay. I think I will. Maybe I just don't want to do that. Okay, let's just do this. Well, it's like it wasn't the most crazy play to see, but also he did it literally the second I said it, like the exact amount of time. But it could have just been coincidence. It's definitely possible. How much value is there in killing this totem? So I can play the mothership, but then it gets hexed and stuff. I probably just... play this other stuff. That was a randomly generated snowfall. What does he still have? He has... oh, these are just draws. He has nothing randomly generated. That's what you have to track in this meta, right? Is like just how much random stuff they have. If they don't have, like, just random bullshit is a resource, and once they're out of random bullshit, there's just a lot of things you don't have to be that too scared of anymore. Is that even... okay, he's going for value. See, he's trying to win the value game here. Because I was more afraid he would try to smork us. But he's trying to win the value game. Is Battlemaster actually better than Mothership here? It might be. Do we get to clear off totems and crap that way? I think it actually is. Maybe not though. It's like if I do this, like Mothership's going in here, I guess. Or I kill the totem and taunt it, that's an option too. No, I probably taunt like one of these. Yeah, let's just do this. This kind of sucks, to be honest. I'm unconvinced that this was better than Battlemaster, but I was gonna run it. I almost ran out of time as was. I think Battlemaster might have been better, but... Dredge is scary because he could have just gotten his big win condition though. This poor Bog Beast, man. He gets silenced, we taunted, and then he just gets hexed again. There's no way we have lethal with Battlemaster because we don't have anything big.
Interesting.
Who is next on the chopping block?
We take this. It seems good.
Back to your cell.
I made it clear like everything. It's just if we push some face damage, we might kill him maybe. I don't know, let's just kill all his damage just so nothing bad happens. We actually currently have lethal set up.
Your end is nigh.
Strike! Off with their heads! Strike harder! Off with their heads!
Why did I do that when I could have just pinged? We don't talk about it, Joe. I had to set up the honorable kill. Very important.
I am finished yet.
Critically, we're able to hold the Lady Najjar in our hand so that if we top deck the Arcane Overflow, we could then discount our hand with no spells. Very important. Board mage, that's what we do.
Medivh versus Jaina.
Knowledge is power.
Let the games begin.
Oh, that's interesting. The takeaway, I just kind of skimmed that thread. The takeaway of this thread is that basically what he says is happening is that... Let me wait until the ad's end before I talk, but... Wait, what do we have? We have good curve. Got a Lady Najjar. But anyway, so I'm looking at is there's a guy from I believe he's actually, I think he's actually Chinese, but he's like yeah, he's from China specifically, and he's talking about how specifically this impacts specifically North American server more than the others, I think.
Tracking their movements.
That what he's saying is essentially that botting is creating the situation where people are essentially botting accounts so they have a whole bunch of gold, and as a result of that they have just a bunch of money to spend on Arena specifically, and that's causing people to just essentially have infinite gold to retire all their bad decks, and then you know, it makes Arena harder for everyone, basically, who isn't doing that. That's what he's saying. How much do the bot accounts cost? I'm not familiar with the economics of that, how much they sell for or whatever, but like, it's not, you know, it's not a difficult thing to do, put it that way. We do kind of need a pressure, so I am going to start pushing face now. Like, we don't want to try to compete in the long game, so we gotta try to go in. This might get board clear this turn anyway. I'm sure it could Onion, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Hearthstone bots have never been the most... The thing is that, like, they're not talking about, like, people actually botting in Arena. Like, bots in Arena would get annihilated. But, you know... That's never been the way bots work in Hearthstone. Like, you just... The whole purpose of them is to just generate gold.
I can take 'em. Wait, not all of them.
I don't doubt that certainly could be a thing at some point in the future. There could be bots that actually are good at the game too, but like right now that's not what they, you know, those don't really exist. That's not really their purpose. The other thing is, I mean, to be frank, like, I don't think it's going to be a thing anytime soon either, because, like, what the hell is the incentive to actually make a Hearthstone bot that's actually good at the game? Like, it just actually isn't there. Like, so, you know, someone has to actually invest resources to do that, and frankly, I just don't think the upside is there. But, you know. For fun. Someone could do it for fun. This is not a cheap thing to do, though. Like, you have to understand, like, it's actually legitimately expensive to do that. AI, as a general statement, requires a massive investment of resources to make anything remotely good. So... So, like, the thing is like, unless there was just some random rich person that just really wanted to ruin the Blizzard servers or something, just ruin Hearthstone by investing with a bunch of really smart bots, like, it's just not gonna happen, I don't think.
Medivh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the games begin.
I'm not sure if I should keep Diver. I feel like it's not a keep against Mage. Oh my god, we have the combo. You find only bots at the lowest rating. Well, in, I think it happens in Standard too, but especially in the other modes, if you're at low rating, there are Blizzard bots now. Blizzard... This is something they said in patch notes. There are Blizzard bots at low rating now that they put there just so, you know, people actually find matches and stuff, and maybe the new players can win a game, you know. That's something they said that they did on purpose. But you're basically playing the, it's basically like you're playing the Innkeeper. But in Classic especially, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Personally, sometimes I play Classic to finish quests, but I've never encountered a Zoobot. Like, I don't know, people are telling me, there's a lot of anecdotes of people saying they queue you into like 90% Zoobots, and it's like, I've never played against one, I don't think. Maybe, not never, I have a couple times, but it's like, I almost always hit actual humans in Classic, so I'm wondering what the fuck, like, what am I doing wrong? Where do I find the Zubots? I want the Zubots. That used to be, like, there used to be, I haven't seen one lately, there used to be control warrior bots in Wild that actually would just try to generate as much armor as possible and prolong the game, which was, oh my god, that was annoying. That was the most annoying thing, but I haven't seen one of those in a long time, thank god. Because there's armor pass bots that just armor and whatever, but you technically get higher XP per hour by prolonging the game, technically very slightly. So there were ones that actually kind of tried to play and actually generate more armor than just like hero power pass, and oh my god, that was annoying. Try to let this guy take the hit. Cool. You ever just fireball his face here? Am I that kind of smart here?
Interesting.
Because we have the lady, it actually kind of makes sense. But I'm still going to do this next turn. You know what, fuck it.
Hot bucket.
Nice. So yeah, this is really good for boards. We'll go ahead and do it. We miss a ping, but I mean, just kind of eating him alive now. We gotta do this before we play the Arcane Overflows, otherwise we just don't get it. Nice. Arcane Overflow face, if only. Yeah, 1 second, be right back.
Maggie versus the Lich King.
Heard a knock, which is a little weird.
Let the games begin.
I don't think playing this is even productive now. You may just have to tempo all of this. We'll see. This is never... I mean, we might get Fireball, but... it's most likely never going to be better than a 5-5 anyway. We'll see. I hope we just somehow activate this on curve. That's kind of brutal. There's a world where you ping so that you can actually activate the Knight Captain off of this. Still think you're probably supposed to play this though. Give me 1 second. This is actually the first time I think I've encountered that thing. Trade this, play Bog Beast, hope for the best. I got it, right? I don't know. Location seems pretty nutty. It's like a, yeah, it's like, what is it? Like a 3-mana 10/10 basically, effectively. It's kind of good. This also has Blightfang and Baron. Baron's probably not. This used to be like one of the best cards in Death Knight. It's probably not anymore, to be honest. Also positioning around AoE, which he should be doing, I guess. Yeah, it's rather difficult.
Interesting.
What's so difficult to send full face? We're 1 off this way is the issue. I think we lose. King versus Gargoyle logic, we're never getting a minion to his face again. Oh, wonderful. Got him. Everyone's like, my landlord keeps trying to come in here.
Medivh versus Tyrande. Let the games begin.
There's supposed to be a 24-hour warning. She didn't even text me that she was going to be coming by. It's a little bit annoying. this Fireball has actually been the best card in this deck by so much.
Two axes, twice as good.
How afraid of this do I need to be? I'm kind of afraid of it. I think I'll do it because I can get rid of his stone with the coin, which this might be an overreaction, honestly, but... Priest never has buffs, exactly right. How you doing, by the way, Veritas? Did you play a second run yet? He played Shaba and he only has 5 legendaries in his DK. He had 5 legendaries in his DK deck. Oh. Is he streaming? How do you know? Or do you add him afterwards? Or what? He might be more likely to have a dredge than us, but the thing is, like, I don't want him to have anything else. I could give him Siphon mana, but... I don't know. You're supposed to give him this for sure, right? He had Astalor, Neptulon, Blightfang, Frostmourne, and Localar? That's what you mean by Isolord, right? That's pretty good. He's not only, because not only does he have 5, his deck would probably be better without the Frostmourne, but the other 4, like, they all do, like, a variety of functions that all kind of help each other, too. Through different points of the game. It's a good group of 5. If you're going to have a 5 legendary deck, that's what you want.
I only need a shot.
Should we just go to Siphon Mana Ping? Probably, right?
Interesting.
Nothing else really makes sense. I mean, you could burn the Fireball if you wanted to, but we gotta save this Fireball for Lady Nashar, right? You went to Fatigue and a Priest Mirror, and all came down to whose Sunwell was better. That's like the classic control, Hearthstone control experience, right?
Bear down upon you.
Fortunately, the Sunken card is not a spell, so it cannot generate this. Yeah. There's an argument for the Bog Beast, but I think we just want to play the stronger card here. And make our opponent think that we're literally constructed. Are people getting wrecked by Nightcaps now that's back? It's not such an auto win as it used to be. It's still strong though. Kind of rough. So now we can activate our Knight Captain. It's gotta be the play, right?
Who is next on the chopping block?
Knight Captain is like, maybe it was because like it plays really well into my playstyle. My playstyle, I tend to have a lot of things like little minions that activate it and stuff. And maybe it's because I used it so much more than my opponents would actually beat me with it. But I know a lot of people get super bothered by this card, and I can understand why, right? But for me, I was always like, yeah, this is fun. Again, probably particularly because my playstyle naturally abuses it so hard. We saw tons and tons of Knight Captains first 2 days, and since then not too much. Well, that's because maybe not a lot of people know, but they actually hotfixed Arena on Friday, and what they actually lowered the chance that you get Knight Captain now. It's actually less common now. Do I roll for Overflow?
No waves can
Probably.
sink this ship.
Naturally. Only Knight Captain. They also hit Mothership and Gangplank Diver. They didn't hit anything else. It's gonna be really bad if if he high rolls this. Fuck off. This thing's an undead? Shit. Okay, at least his holy spell wasn't Holy Nova. Arcane Overflow, mod check. Spell damage, mod check. He drew 2 more? Alright, we're winning fatigue, chat. We got this. This is all according to plan. Yeah, we're winning fatigue so hard, chat. This guy doesn't know what's coming for him. You haven't been seeing Exarch much? I don't think a lot of people are picking it, actually. It's a rare, so it's just not as common. Like, the thing is that also, the Naval Mine prevails. Here it comes. You guys ready for him to draw 2 more? I'm ready. I think I do this because he'd have to remove it himself. We're hopelessly lost in this game. Steve-O, thanks for following. But yeah, like, neutrals are just, you know, neutrals are just really uncommon right now in general. Outside of, like, Scorpid. But yeah, Exarch's being picked a lot. It's, like, the most common rare card. But, like, neutrals just in general are not very common. You know, people complained enough about there not being enough class cards that now you just don't see you just don't see neutral cards that much anymore. Your decks are all class cards.
The streets are not safe.
You know, I have Arcane Bolts. So that was a pretty big misplay by them. I'm pretty sure we're still just going to lose though, but you never know, I guess. Are we winning fatigue? We're winning fatigue. I mean, the issue is that I'm pretty sure our entire deck might lose to his current hand right now. I don't know, it's weird though, because like he has so many spells. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure our entire deck loses to his current hand. I was not wrong. So this is one of those classic examples of the game just tricking you into thinking you have a chance if you're not paying a lot of attention. I mean, I'm still in this game, which means the joke's really on me, right? Because I haven't left the game yet. Yeah, we gotta stay in the game to get more achievement value, right? That's the big thing. So I need to kill this. And then... yeah, we're going to Shooting Star Ping to kill that. Oh, he actually ran out of Holy and Shadow spells. Surely that's good news for us. Unironically, we need him to have more so that he would get sooner into fatigue. We also need the time, though. It's just, this is the problem, is that we don't have any way to accelerate our own draw. What we actually would need here is card draw, so that we would actually be able to not die here. Because we're just gonna die. He's cannibalizing a 2-4 just for a heal. His Deliveranceing, he could have copied that, although it's because it's not worth that much. He's really wasting a lot of value here. That should be a good sign in theory, but... he really did throw away a lot of value there that turn, but it's probably because he's not worried about value, right? He has a Alec mount. Yeah, there's actually no way we just die to this. I guess in theory I could have stayed in, because we could have randomly generated. If we top deck a spell the next turn, I could have generated a rune. But honestly, I should have left that game like 10 minutes ago, legitimately. Alright, let me go to the restroom really fast. Please don't hang out, be right back in a minute.
Medivh versus Rexxar. Let the games begin.
Alright, I mean, this seems like a pretty good hand. We got a 1-drop, a 2-drop. We have armor against Hunter. That all seems good.
Grab your shield. It's a right. Protect yourself.
Perfect curve. And so especially if we draw Fireball, we should just kill him in theory, right? Unless he has like some pretty insane stuff to swing the board back early on. Mecha Shark, do 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 do, Mecha Shark. Kinda sucks that I have no dredge in this deck, huh? Actually none. I don't even have any pseudo dredge, no way to shuffle the deck or anything. That's too bad. Do this first, right? Because if it kills this, it's fine. You don't want to like pre-hit it, because then you'd be wasting this. Yeah, and I guess in this case we just... Take this trade, take that trade. It's not too bad, but we don't push any damage anyway. I could wait until this. The issue is I don't actually want to like ping anyway. I'd have to like trade. I still want to do that probably, actually. Yeah. It seems better than losing the 4-3. The 4-3 ate a mark shot, so... Found a Fireball.
No waves can sink this ship.
Found an Overflow. Solid. Our board position's getting a bit eroded, though. Oh, juice. Okay. Anytime you see something like this, it's like, ah, that's a time to lose to a Rat King suddenly. I can bump here, Siphon Mana, and Arcane Overflow. It seems pretty good. Very good board now. Herald will draw a deck with a Frost spell. It was insane because like we picked this thing like pick 9 and I was like, we're gonna get a Frost spell, right? And it's not like we didn't get offered anything, but we didn't get offered anything worth picking. Oh jeez. Can we stop playing Pet Collectors maybe? I mean, do we ever smart? We're not quite at the smart territory, I don't feel. Although, I was thinking of trying to double ping this, but it's probably worth just value trading it, and then now we just ping this. Seems better. Because this way our pings can go face. That does nothing. That does a little bit of something. Give up some board to get a draw here. I think so. It's not like, yeah, our board's not worth much at this point. Sometimes you just gotta go like super hardcore face in this meta. Right, we don't know what, we have no idea what's in his deck, we just know that his deck is better than ours, so we just have to kill him. It's an important thing to do in this meta. No, my Fireball! Oh my god, we're actually gonna lose. That's really bad. Hopefully we're pushing enough damage anyway. It's just, you know, obviously we kind of needed that lethal here. We might still kill him, but like, yeah, we might lose to that. I don't like it played against me, but I love this card myself, having it here, right? Gets more healing here. Oh my god, all the healing. I mean, everything is powered not die. We have to find... I actually just have to fireball that now. Would I rather have a Murlocula? No, I'd rather have a Raid Leader. Yeah, we're probably just dead. See, it's still possible. Oh, there we go. That is what we would have wanted. What do you have? He just has like 3 draws from his deck. It is possible we die. I don't think it's possible anymore.
The culprit was...
Would have died to a Battlemaster by itself, actually. But yeah, looks like we got him! Holy crap. Yeah. It was a tempo deck, but yeah, like, I mean, we could not have beaten him any other way, right? If we had a really good value draw, we could have outvalued that deck, but that was, it was still like, the amount of tempo they had was insane. We were just able to get the early tempo and kill him with it. That's the power of the Smork.
Nadine versus Thrall. I bring the fury of the elements. Let the games begin.
It's time to catch a Pokemon on my Discord. Let me see. Last one I got was Farfetch. Now I got a Venomoth. Dude, I'm getting all the classic, the OGs. Yeah, it was actually good that he happened to pull all of the pet collectors pulled out a lot of his good cards too. Imagine if they also pulled out a Scorpid.
Tracking their movements.
Alrighty, so I guess we will try to infuse this. I don't think we played this infused once yet, right? It's just like not in the cards really. Don't have enough early game. I'll try to keep the stealth for now. Might get a free ping later, might get to do this value trade. We want to threaten it.
Never knew you want.
Methinks. It's a good stat line for us in the sense that we can, let's see what he does here. Alright, yeah, that's fine. We can go Bunker Sergeant Ping here to clear his board. That seems pretty good.
Here they come.
He tried to counter us with a wind shield, but we countered his counter. This guy's like, I played a trap card, and we're like, I countered your trap card. Nerd! Alright, I guess I'll take a 3-5 taunt for this. Seems fine. Got good board. Time to lose to Astalor Lightning Storm! Yay! We got to 7, though. Right, this is what we, you know. That is the big win for this deck. I'll do this first. I could play either 6, but... I don't want to have the mothership get silenced. Yikes. You got no healing though. That's good for us, I guess, in theory. So that's good for us, chat. He used his Canal Slogger without healing with it. That means we're gaining an advantage. That advantage should contribute into an increased odds of victory. He's not getting full value out of his cards. What a fool. I'm not saying he's misplaying, by the way. He probably did the correct play, honestly, but it's just... I'm memeing, okay, chat. I'm allowed to meme. Let a man meme. Because you don't always use your cards to the maximum potential. That's the magic of a card game.
Caring for coral takes a gentle touch.
Ha! Actually did it, chat. Which honorable kill do I take? I kind of want the, yeah, I'll go for the stats over the useless one. But you know, chat, it actually contributed positively to our odds of victory. Isn't it funny how that worked? Game working as designed. We did it, chat. Astalor, bad card. Astalor, literally garbage. Slogger, literally garbage because it doesn't heal you when you're already at full health. And also that other card he played, the 5-drop that gave him a bunch of minions on board, also literally garbage because he got baited into not playing the Astalor, which would have prevented him from dying that turn.
Let the games begin.
Literally everything garbage. Like, I was just saying, like, we're kind of playing on house chips, because as I said, like, I would have expected and anticipate. I would have guessed that optimistic guess for this deck would have been like 5 or 6. So, this is where you just enjoy until the ride ends. Because that should have been the one that ended us for sure.
Reporting for duty.
Tracking their movements.
Alright, they really need to do something about Buckler. Buckler is so fucking annoying. Does anyone actually like this card? Like, is there literally one person? Is there... Put a, is it Monka H? Put a Monka H in chat. If you actually like this card existing.
Here they come.
So literally one person likes this card. It'd be like one paladin main, like, I like that card.
your shield. It's a riot.
Alright, so we got a coin Knight Captain here, I guess. It's not the most inspiring Knight Captain ever, but it's a Knight Captain hit, so... The alternate play would be like you coin Ping, play Sentinel, it's just...
Interesting.
I don't know.
Who is next on the chopping block?
We play who's next on the chopping block, hope it carries us. Because Buckler used to never have a super high appearance rate. Buckler's like the third, I checked, it was like the third most common card in Paladin now. Most common cards, Servant, Big Gun, literally the two strongest cards in the class practically, and Buckler, those are the three. Yeah. I don't know, Big Gun should probably go Die in a Fire also, but especially Buckler, man. Like, no, like, that card just isn't fun. Like, there's no way you can convince me that that's a fun card to have in the game. Play a 3-5, I guess. Nice. I forgot I had Divine Shield, I'm gonna be honest.
What a delightful party.
Huh, that seems fair. Opponent just pulls a 5-5 out of his ass.
Stow your blade.
There's not a whole lot I can do here. I mean, we've just already lost. I'll stay in because there's a small chance we generate Rune of the Archmage. I don't know that we're living until turn 9, actually. Yeah, we're not, right?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, he lost a 1-1 for no reason. That's our play, right? Rune is an arcane spell. We have to try to... Oh, it's not even an arcane spell.
Reinforcements
No.
with me.
Okay. Never mind then. We got to witness his rise to 12, at least. But yeah, we got to 8 with this deck, which was, as I said, better than expected. According to the deck tracker, that was an 87 rated Paladin, which is 5 points higher than the best deck I've ever drafted in my life. But yeah. We did it, question mark. More mage. More mage? I do actually want to play Paladin myself, but I don't think I skip mage. So, as I said, we just went 8 with what I think you would actually call probably a low roll mage, so we will surely high roll this time. I'm not gonna try to force the mech stuff again. Not again. Probably this. Trini can be good, but just I don't know. I think I like having some big armor and stuff. Apprentice seems good. Beast is fine. Obnog is great. Anything that draws spells is good. Frozen Touch, where are you in our last deck? One Frozen Touch honestly could have made our last deck with 12, that's the thing. I mean, we would have never beaten that Paladin anyway, but, you know, maybe the other games. They never expect the Smothering Starfish, I guess? I mean, what am I gonna take out? Bolt could activate Baba Naga, but honestly, maybe we just take a Guild Trader. We can always trade it, right, if we don't actually want it. It can give us, like, Frozen Touch lethals, just as the same kind of way that the damage could, right? Seems flexible and useful. I guess we'll take it. I guess we'll try Sorceress. I mean, Sorceress can be really good, right? It's just that we don't have the deck for it right now, but, you know. Surely that'll change. No, surely that changes. Nice. Did it, chat. Argoose. Sorceress, wait, they're both Sorceress. Shivering Sorceress and Barbaric Sorceress anti-synergy. The thing is like, Sketchy is good too. They're all good. It's like, how hard are you actually supposed to draft into? Like, right now we just have the one Arcane Defenders. I don't know that we have to take Parrot here. It might still be right. But like, Sketchy could be totally fine here, I think. I wonder if maybe you actually do take the, This is a hard one. Yo, he might be the high roll, it's just that, like, it's a little premature to take with only one Arcane, but we might also get more. I think it's okay to take this, it's a risk either way, right? Let's grab some draw. Oh, jeez. I think I will take School Teacher over, Exarch. But they're both good. So the Frostbell does make our Dungeoneer better. We have a Guild Trader for it as well. Probably worth it then. Polymorph, kind of okay. Makes our Dungeoneer worse though. But it could also give us lethal with like Frozen Touch or something, but Sentinel's just good. I feel like Polymorph's just not like super high value right now. Let's grab this. We have Ice Revenant, Frozen Touch value. We also have Corporal Starfish value. Alright, it feels like we can really get the trainee to work. Let's go for that. Ooh, Scorpid, yes, to get more Parrot synergy. Evoker is actually good too. Now we take Scorpid. I'm always kind of shocked that Evoker is such an absurdly high win rate, but I think Scorp is just a better card almost always. Depends on your deck, obviously, a little bit, but unless you have a very unusual deck, seems like Scorp is just better. I guess the armor does something though. Okay, grab a Reef Walker. Oh. You want Amulet here, right? We have too many things going for the Amulet to skip it, I think. We have Parrot, we have Sorceress. Cold Case is, like, honestly, the best card in Mage. But yeah, we also have... The thing is that a lot of our 4s aren't actual 4-drops, but we do have a School Teacher and we have a Suspect. And a Baba that's going to be active pretty often. But it's like, we have all the synergies in the world that point us towards this particular card. Even though I think normally this pick would be a bait, and people would incorrectly pick the Amulet. If it's ever Amulet, it's here, right? We do have the Dungeoneer for this, but... Oh. Did anyone say rewarded? Got him. That's one thing. No, I actually said it before you said it. But you said it before I said it, from your perspective. But I said it before it was in my chat, so. Yeah, exactly. Do you ever want a flurry? I would rather just have Shooting Star, right? You would actually rather, in the chance that you drew it off Dungeoneer, you'd rather have flurry, but otherwise, I'd rather just have something that actually does something. Because we also have the Guild Trader to activate this, so it seems pretty good. Oh yeah, I'll take a Neptulon pull as well. Maybe I just take a 2-drop here. We're pretty severely lacking on like any curve at all. Particularly 2. And we actually have beasts too, that's the funny thing. Still really want a 2, but Reef Walker is just so much better a card. And they even combo with each other, and we already have one, so grab them. And if you had secrets, you might take the Informant, but we don't have... The one thing is we might get secrets off of the Vast Wisdom, but we still probably take Bunker, right? Having more abilities to deal with stuff. Wow, that's kind of surprising. This deck's actually a lower tier score, according to Hearthstone than our last one. Really? We do have a couple bad cards, I guess, but I mean, yeah, I would take this deck over the other deck any day. Same with Hearthstone scores, it's like, they evaluate the card quality of the deck, but like, you know, it doesn't account for synergies and stuff.
Medivh versus the Lich King.
Prediction time. Reef Walker is an automatic activation of the Frozen Touch. That seems pretty good. We don't have a 2, but we're not that even if we full mull, we're not that likely to hit 2 anyway, so I think we should just keep this. Death Knight's a little scary though, because one of their key win conditions is discovering a Scourge, or just having a Marigar, or discovering a Marigar. And we don't actually have like mass clears. We do have a Starfish that can actually potentially beat a Marigar though. But like a Scourge is going to kill us. Question here is like, do you ever... No, like, because we can Reef Walker that. Are you ever scared enough to dump the Frozen Touch? I don't think we need to be here. It would probably be fine, to be honest. I don't think we 100% need this to win, but it's going to make it a lot easier. Potentially, we can, yeah, we're gonna have everything die here. We'll play the Frozen Touch, and that'll activate Whirlweaver for turn 5, if we want it to. But we might just still choose to School Teacher instead. We'll see. We're gonna have so much value, I might be willing to go Frozen Touch at Whirlweaver here. If we get a good Frozen Touch, but... Ha!
Private Shorty reporting for duty.
Okay, probably not necessary now. We can go School Teacher, we can go Cold Case. Do School Teacher, and if we get a good spell, we can play it now. Another Frozen Touch. Yeah, fine.
Pick me.
Those can't actually... They can't infuse, right? Like, I don't think you can actually infuse this. I'm pretty sure that just doesn't work. So,
King's honor, friend.
this is fine, I guess. Alright, we can go double 3. This could actually be good. It could be bad, though.
Any questions?
Another happy guildie.
If 3 weapons in your deck, all of them in your starting hand. Nice. Yeah, okay, so I think we're just chilling.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
It's got like 30 seconds left for the prediction. DK balanced right now? Relatively balanced. Well, it depends on your definition of balanced. The thing with DK right now is they're heavily balanced around just a very few particular cards. Basically, Death Knight sucks, but they can discover things like Scourge and Marigar, and like Marigar off of Undead, Scourge off of spells, and they can get the new location. But if they don't have any of those things, they suck. So it's like, does that fit your definition of balanced or not, basically? 3/2/2. I'm thinking about 8, but yeah, getting this Discover is fine, I guess. Oh yeah, I even get to Frozen Touch. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
The streets are not safe.
Yeah. I was like also like entertaining the idea of like how much face damage we have, but yeah. I mean, this is kind of insane. But yeah, like, I mean, yeah, Death Knight has some insane cards. Outside of the location's the one that you draft. But other than that, all their insane cards, they're not really allowed to draft. So they're actually, that's the thing, is that they're pretty dependent on Discover Scam specifically. This guy's triple blood. Okay. That was the first rune he oh no, he showed a single blood earlier. Yeah, okay. Could go Guild Trade or Frozen Touch if I wanted to, but seems okay. I don't really need Taunt, right? Like, if we were more scared, we would take the rush and the taunt to kill that. The thing is that the 8-8 rush that has honorable kill is in the game, so it's like, it's always that funny thing where it's like, well, if you take the 4-8 and then they have that, you actually suddenly are dying. So, yeah.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Although that card is not particularly common. Oh. Alright, what's our choice when we're dealing with this? This is pretty safe. I mean, this really should be pretty safe, right? I could just do that, but then he's gonna kill it with one of these. Maybe now we go for the Frozen Touch. Fireball Parrot. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just like I haven't considered all plays yet, but yeah, that makes most sense, right? The only thing is like, I think I'd rather Arcane Defender Parrot, but since it makes sense right now, I think, yeah, the Fireball makes sense. We'll go ahead and do that. I guess we do this first in case we get the, There's also a chance you get Caligos, which will let you play this too. If you don't pre-hit, he can't get the draw, but I think this is fine.
Another happy guildie.
You served all
Got him! Because I think a lot of times that's the Death Knight experience in Arena. Well, he had like no class cards because he went triple blood. He had the Soul Stealer, but he probably got the Soul Stealer in pick 3 and was like, oh, I'm gonna have the sickest blood deck ever, and then got no more class cards because he went triple rune, right?
versus Jaina. Let the games begin.
I don't think Apprentice is good enough. I'll keep these cards because they're nuts.
Hello.
Hello there.
Were you followed?
Well, as I said, like, what probably happened, like, I mean, if I got a Soul Stealer pick 2, I would take it too, right? But then you just kind of, to make that work, you actually have to high roll, and you just probably didn't high roll. You know? I should go for this guy. Try to hold this for later. I don't really want to play this when it's gonna infuse so quickly with all of the other crap we have. Well, fuck me, I guess. What's up, Omar? How you doing? jeez. I think we also have that. Do we ever just rip Starfish here? Though? You take 4 damage away from him. You could also go like, you could bump here and go like, Shooting Star Reef Walker, but then you might get wrecked. You can play your own, Cold Case. Probably just play this, but... Starfish is not bad, but I think this does just as well. The argument for this is largely that, yeah, you would do this because it might never do anything at any other point in the game. You can get this out of hand, but also like the Cold Case could just as easily feed my opponent's Deathborn and kill me, right? So, in this particular matchup, I think you can make a pretty strong argument that you just want to get the Cold Case out while it's, you know, since we don't have Deathborn ourselves, like, you probably just want to get that card out of your hand. Is it worth going Reef Walker, Shooting Star? How much do I value this? Not a whole lot. I'd rather just do this though. We can also play this next turn to lose us the game on the spot to our opponent's inevitable Drakefire Amulet. It's a solid strategy. Oh, now we can silence our opponent's Death Rattle. Probably try to do this. Visage. Really? I didn't get a single mech. I have no mechs. We could take Arcane Bolt, but it's probably better actually. Maybe not. Bolt deals 2. Visage just summons a 2/3. It might confuse him, make him do something a little weird. Like it's not a lot of stats. I don't know, we'll do this. I want to actually play a spell. Do you know? Yeah, I think I actually just hold on to it then. Alright, we're gonna die apparently. That's too bad. We're dead! I guess if it came down to it next turn, we have both of these. We can just Arcane Bolt that. Oh yeah. Easy silence. Or I freeze.